Okay, we're calling this number again. See how the government wants to talk to me today. These people want to disrespect me and not do their jobs. And then the local police want to allow people to get away with shit because of the backstory of false manifest upon my legal name. And don't forget this piece of shit that just texted me. He is a punk ass bitch. Text back here.
Most of the services and information we offer over the phone are also available online at consumerfinance.gov.
For English, press 1 now. Para continuar en español, oprima el número 2 ahora.
If you are calling about Lexington Law and CreditRepair.com checks or payments, you'll need to speak to the third-party administrator. Please press 1 and we'll automatically transfer you to 855-680-8991. If you are
I'm gonna
calling
pause it
about
until they start talking. Not for sure what's going on here, but it started playing music and then didn't do anything. So at the end of the day, this is another tactic that the government does to people, upset them and not help them. I wish that, well, I don't, this isn't my wish, but I don't know, I didn't have the phone on film when that just happened, so we're going to just call back. I'm not going to sit here on hold like this.
Thank you for calling the Consumer Financial Protection Bureau. The CFPB is a U.S. government agency created after the 2008 financial crisis to make consumer financial markets work for consumers, responsible providers, and the economy as a whole. Most of the services and information we offer over the phone are also available online at consumerfinance.gov.
For English, 1 now. Para continuar en español, oprima el número.
If you are calling about Lexington Law and Credit Repair, financial products and services, we can tell you what to expect and how to submit a complaint through CFPB so a company can respond to you. We can also assist with checking the status of your complaint. All of these services are available online at consumerfinance.gov. To hear the status of your complaint, press or say 1 now. While we cannot give you financial or legal advice, we can work with you to find local resources that might be helpful, including free legal aid. If you want to learn more about our complaint process, press or say 2. If you are calling with commonly asked questions about consumer financial products or services, you can find answers on consumerfinance.gov. To be connected with the next available consumer guide, press or say 3. It is important to know that we can't give you legal or
now we're gonna see
financial
what
advice.
it does. That's what it did last time. Off
while your
camera.
call is being transferred.
Off camera,
This call
it
will
did
be
a glitch.
monitored or recorded for quality assurance. We're always working to improve our service and would appreciate your feedback. At the end of this call, we may offer a 4-question survey about how the consumer guide helped you today.
That's what it did last time. I don't know if they put me on some type of silent.
Hello, and thank you for calling the CFPB. My name
Here they
is
are.
Jonathan, and it's going to be my goal to help you today. Are you calling about an existing complaint that you've already submitted with us?
No, I didn't quite make the full complaint, but I was on the phone yesterday for about an hour and a half with a different agent, and she told me that there's no way that she could promise to answer the phone again, so I talked to anybody, I guess. But I'm on, how you say, delayed time here because no lawyer took the case that I mentioned. I mentioned this to the nice lady yesterday I was talking to. I called 50 to 60 law firms about what's going on with me and my inheritance money. And I paid my inheritance taxes back in year 2018, the month of May, date May 18th, 2018, to release almost $1 billion, and it never happened. Instead, people tried to kill me and stuff when I was living in Nevada, Las Vegas, and no one took my cases back then either. So it seems to me like you guys want to play, not you, pardon me, not your agency, but I'm talking about the government wants to play a game with me and try to kill me. Now, I found out also in the email that I received in 2017 that my money was mine back in year 2003 when I was 18 years old. Okay? So, back then it was only $2.8 million. Now, I should have got my money back then. Instead, I had, how you say, a wrong life that I lived in my early years of a young man. Now, know that no lawyer took my case. I know that I got, how you say, evidence on a building that has lie detectors that I tried to make myself go in to eradicate a case that's at me from a lawsuit that's pending about a $3,900 check from a bank. That has nothing to do with our phone call. But I know that there's a false manifest on me by older humans that are older than me. And also I know about what people lie about, how old they are. Okay? I know if I shave my beard, I look like I'm fucking 15 years old. So at the end of the day now, I know that these people disrespected my rights. And I know that no one did anything. Now the lady told me yesterday to call back once I have all the amounts of money from all the banks where they took my money and put it in all those banks. But that's not why I'm calling. I told her the truth yesterday. They turned my money into an infinity number like they do for sheiks or princesses or princes or kings or queens over in the UAE or wherever else around the world. They did that for me without my consent. And I got backstory of texts and emails to prove it. And disrespectful arguments with different CEOs of the banks. And, believe it or not, communications with Trump saying that that is clarified and sanctioned from the World Bank to bring my ATM card with a huge amount of money on it to this address, to this shithole house, this rental house where I'm put. Put meaning I never chose to live here. I was forced to. I know you don't believe that. I can't force you to. Now, my name, and then, as well, knowing that they did what they did to me in 2025, pardon me. I'm so upset right now. You have no idea, man. 2025, August 21st or August 24th. One of those dates I got on film, meaning I also filmed the other phone that I keep in my pocket to prove what date and time it is. Alright? So at the end of the day, August 21st, August 25, New Ulm Courthouse, New Ulm, Minnesota. That's N-E-W space U-L-M, Minnesota. Anyway, like I said, I got that on film. And the cops, they don't know what to do because they're just doing whatever they're told. And they obviously already don't like me because I could keep talking about that. But I'm not here to talk about that. The fact that no lawyer took my case when I told sensitive information to multiple law firms in Minnesota. Over 50. Over 30 for sure. Now, I also know that my email address with my legal first and last name got spammed up by my court-appointed lawyers thinking it's a game to disrespect somebody with disrespectful dating sites. No one would use their full legal address, mail-in address, email address with their legal name on it for disrespectful dating sites. All different types of disrespectful shit. Now, that's happening and no one's doing nothing about it. I already called up Hennepin County clerk house, the courthouse over there. Talked to them. They don't care. Talked to the cops about what they stole. They stole my RDFI chip enhanced ID that I paid on specifically for identity theft purposes if I ever lose it. Every day I got to do some type of activity and then either prove that I'm at the house where I'm put or go film a sign that proves that I'm in the city of New Ulm. Because every day when I turn my phone on location and try to film it, it says that I'm somewhere else almost. 9 out of 10 times it says I'm in Hennepin County or Ramsey County when I'm not there. I know you don't believe me. I can't force you to. And I'm not asking for advice. And they also stole a black ATM card from State Farm. State Farm, I got them on film multiple times until one of the officers or agents finally admitted it. Okay? And then as well, from a different phone call from State Farm, one of the crooked feds bought a house in New Arlington Heights, Illinois. The address is some letters and numbers, and then New Haven or New Haven Road or something like that. And anyway, I called the cops over there. This is just a story. You ain't got to answer this or nothing. I just want this on film. I called the cops over there on camera, meaning I'm filming them. And then they treat me like a fool and a liar. They say some smart ass shit about why didn't I call the cops, local police. I said, why would I do that when they're not doing their jobs for me? They're the ones who keep on trying to frame me. Yes.
Just to clarify, you had mentioned that you had mentioned or talked about legal aid with the person yesterday.
Yes.
Did they provide you with the phone number or contact info for the Legal Services Corporation?
No.
To help locate those legal resources?
No. I'd appreciate it if I could get that number. Because at the end of the day,
yeah, I've got it here, and I can get it for you whenever you
let
want.
me get a pen and paper. Right, because, and as well, this ATM card, obviously that there's money, and I got to screen. Let me talk about this once before you say that number, please. Now,
Okay.
at the end of the day, I got a whistleblower from the UAE. I don't know which country, okay? He told me shortly after my ATM card got stolen my ATM card got stolen, the first one, from the same address. This time it was the crooked feds that delivered my BMW truck. They were supposed to drive it up in the parking lot, and there's definitely room to park horizontally behind the three vehicles, okay? And as well, that was September 26, year 2024. They ended up not doing their job. They drove away. The directions that I have on, how you say, file, text file from the communicating to the agent that told them what to do, okay? This is real. And anyway, the instructions was to get out of the car and knock on the door. Give me my ATM card that either bring you back to the airport or take you wherever you want to go. Back then, that year, you believe me or not, $32 trillion, U.S. dollars. Now, you believe me or not on that. And then shortly after it got stolen, the whistleblower contacted me in October. I don't know the exact date, but it's in the phone. And anyway, he showed me a screenshot. He said, that's not your money. This is actually how much you really have. I said, okay, so why didn't they give me that? Well, I'm not here to tell you that. I'm just here to tell you that they're lying to you. Those are exact texts. And then they either killed that man or he disconnected his phone call. And people in Dubai, they don't care. Or I have no idea which country to call, to be honest, so I figured it was Dubai. But whatever, you know. He showed me a picture, 36 or 37 number decimals, U.S. dollars at the end, it said. And I know it's real because it's a slight video along with the picture, meaning he filmed what's it called, the ticker, or whatever you want to call it, the Fibonacci. And anyway, long story short, these people, they turned my money into a huge number. Trump said, here, Trump knows everything what I just said to you. And as well, him and I arguing back and forth about $100 when I tried to tell him I've been extorted, killed, had to defend myself against 3 tall men, had to defend myself when someone was trying to steal my car, had to have my phone on record when some crooked federal lady tried to steal my whole life and make me go to prison when never was nothing. If I didn't have my phone on record, I'd be in prison right now. That lady got away with stealing my car because she's a crooked federal agent from Brooklyn Center, Minnesota, the feds. And anyway, that's a whole nother story. Now, at the end of the day, I'm sitting here in you believe me or not on this, in some shitty house, rental house. I have no idea how the rent gets paid. The people the government say is my mother. That lady's not my mother. If she was, I wouldn't be on the phone with you right now because I asked her to borrow money for what happened to me in Nevada. That case entitled me $2.5 million to $250 million. Somewhere in there. I died. Came back to life on a wrongful arrest charge. Arguing with the cops is how I died. They injected me with poison and some type of something. And then they put me in a restraining chair and I died for 3 to 5 minutes. I know you don't believe me though. I'm not here to make you believe me. You trip out on this. Now the next thing, one more thing, and then we're done talking. Knowing that all these people did what they did, they're cursed by Satan and God and Medusa. Believe me or not about that. Now, as well, knowing that I have to keep my phone on location everywhere I go. And just yesterday, I seen that they have a spy that looks like me. And when I was gone yesterday, I didn't mention this yesterday because it happened after the phone call. When I get back to the house using my mini SUV, there's 21 nails that I found where I park it. And by the graces of Satan or the graces of God that I got lucky I didn't have my tire punctured. Now that, meaning this, the crooked feds around this house seen whoever did it. And as well, earlier that day when I was going to the car shop where I was get my car service or the vehicle service, I seen somebody wearing the exact same outfit. I wear the exact same outfit. I even told the police why I do it. Wear the exact same outfit. I wash it every day so that way you know it's me. And I also have a mask on purpose. White hat, hood over the hat, black sunglasses, a green mask, and a dark midnight blue hoodie with dark stonewashed Levi jeans with beige Vans shoes. Okay, beige, white, and tan shoes. Now these people, if I didn't have my phone on location yesterday, I could have experienced a lawsuit from a place where I'm trespassed because that's where I seen the person that looks like me. I know you don't believe none of this shit. I can't make you, like I said, but this is real right now.
I understand. I do have this phone number for the LSC available,
All right.
though. I don't want to.
What does LSC stand for,
not
sir?
get that number.
Yeah, my apologies
That's
for
the Legal
wasting time.
Services Corporation.
All right, one second, please. I appreciate you letting me talk.
No, you're fine.
Legal Services Corporation. Okay. And then?
Their number is 202.
Okay.
295.
Okay.
1500. And now I know you said that you're not looking for legal advice, but that is where you could go to.
No. I knew that I can't
legal
ask you.
resources in your area. Yeah. No, I was just letting you know that.
No.
that's where you can
I
go
am
to
looking for
look
legal advice.
resources in your area.
I am looking for legal advice. I stated that I know I can't ask you personally for legal advice because that's what it said on the prompt.
That's what I meant was that I knew you weren't looking for legal advice from me, but that is the
Oh
place
yeah,
you can
I'm
go.
not mad at you. I just
They
don't
can
want you
help
to.
locate
I just don't
someone
want you to think of me as a what's it called? Someone who is drunk or irate enough where I don't know what I'm saying.
Yeah,
I was listening. Well, I'm not high or drunk right now. I don't drink. Now, at the end of the day, you believe me or not on this, sir, no lawyer took my case. I just want to say this on your line one more time because I know someone's going to listen to this. Everybody's cursed by Satan, by God, and by Medusa, and any other god or goddess or entity or deity or spirit or phantasm or anything. Okay? And I know that. Do you know why? Like I said on your film yesterday, I'm not going to repeat that story. I'm going to repeat a different one. I already had my life flash before my eyes twice. When I, how you say, dodged 3 deer around a corner where I didn't see who I was, the corner, you know what I mean? 3 deer, and I could have had, and then before that, had a deer flying through the windshield for a second. I quick jerked the wheel to the left, it hit the top part of the windshield. Both times I've had my life flash before my eyes. So that's real. If you ever heard of that story about that hypothetical sentence where people say that little phrase, oh, I had my life flash before my eyes, is real. And anyway, though, all I know is this. No one took my case for all that shit I just mentioned to you. I'm sorry for cussing. I'm not mad at you. Pardon me how I say that. For all that stuff.
Okay.
Alright, pardon me. And no one did nothing. Everybody's cursed. And I know you don't like hearing this. I'm not saying you're cursed. You're far from cursed. You get to do whatever you want to do and however you want to pray. That goes for everybody in your office. Except for the lady that hung up on me before the lady I talked to first. She's cursed for doing what she did. Talking down to me. Talking stupid. Because how old she is, or whatever bullshit she put through, she secretly is sexist. That's my deduction. And anyway, though, I'm not here to talk about her. I'm not here to complain about her. She's the one who violated my rights. Now, I'm not here to violate your rights. I was just enlightening you with stories that you may or may not believe. I can't force you to believe me, but it's all real. And then one more thing. I want to say one more thing. Sorry, then we'll hang up. I also want to reflect one more thing I said to that nice lady yesterday. I got it on film. Not on the phone call, but I'm talking about on the phone call that I mentioned to her. I want to say this one more time. The Federal Bureau of Criminal Apprehension, okay? It's a building in St. Paul, Minnesota. Okay, it's just like the FBI, but a little bit more high tech. They got lie detector tests there, and they wouldn't let me go in there to try to eradicate what I mentioned about that $3,900 check. I was on the run, okay, if you believe me or not, trying to clear my name for shit that I didn't do. Against the fucking Blaze Federal Credit Union, saying a check from Aquafina is part of my French. I'm sorry. Against Blaze Federal Credit Union, saying that the check from Aquafina that I had delivered to my name, and I was going to be an Aquafina representative with their logo on my vehicle, and do whatever they tell me to do and get paid weekly checks. Now I got that on film. I got that on film, and no one did nothing.
Question for us though?
What question? The question is,
if you had a specific
I
question
do got a specific question. All right, I got another one for you then. I don't know if you want to tackle this mess, but if I don't get my card, that lady told me that I have to call up World Bank and argue with them again. Now, I got them all on film every single time I called the bank over there. Now, I'm not filming us because I know that you guys, you're building of people supposedly do their jobs there, except for that lady yesterday. She didn't. The one before the lady I talked to. Now, anyway, all I know is that I'm sitting here. I know that the government think this other lady that the government say is my mother, they think that that's my mother. If that lady was my mother, I wouldn't be on the phone with you. she would have loaned me money for a lawyer or found a lawyer for me for what happened. I passed 6 field sobriety tests that day back in Nevada from 5 officers, and the 6th one was from a fucking United Nations officer that told them to let me go. That man from Europe. He told all those idiots, what are you doing to this kid? Now, mind you, he's somebody that's old that still looks young. So who fucking knows how old anybody is? But at the same time, this is year 2019. I know how young I looked back then. That's before I got hit. That's before I got into a fight.
Sir,
I'm fucking
sorry
pissed.
to interrupt. At this point, though, I've offered you the information that I have for the Legal Services Corporation, so you can seek that legal assistance.
How come they don't give me my money when it was under $1 billion? That's what I want to know. What the fuck is wrong with these people? Do you know if I didn't sell my soul to Satan, I'd be dead right now? You know that God could have obliterated.
Sir, I've given you all the information I have. Since there's nothing else that I can help you with at this time, I will have to end the call.
You have a great day. Thank you for putting up with me. Yep, thanks for putting up with me. Fuck these motherfuckers. It's on now. Gave me this fucking number.